Okay, I guess we are live. We're live. All right. All right. So, good evening, everybody. It's good to have you here. This is our fifth episode on Mentee to Mentor, and it's good to have us here. We're live on Facebook, live on TikTok, live on Instagram. No, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Fantastic. So, I'm really excited today. I can hear voices. I'm hearing voices. Sorry. How about you people? I do. Sorry, I had to step out. All right, so I'm really excited today because uh, of a couple of things. One, I'm excited for our guest. Two, I'm excited for the things that we have achieved so far in this series. And when we when we were starting, there were so many things that could make us not continue, make us to stop, but we did. And then I've been receiving messages from different people with regards the series that we started. People that I did not expect were calling me and they were saying these are conversations that we need to have. We needed to have. And today also, I was listening to one of the sessions that we had, the second or the I think the first and the second session, and it was so profound. I discovered that I really liked the session. So myself, I go back and I listen to the things that we discussed, and I discovered that, oh wow, these are things that we should actually make so much noise about, that people begin to know, people begin to understand that there are aspects of life that you shouldn't neglect. It's okay for you to choose that you just don't want to pick it, but be aware that something like this is going on. So this is our fifth series. So Mentee to Mentor is a platform or a series that we discuss about the mentee to mentor relationship, or the mentor mentee relationship, which we have discovered over time that it is either abused, either misunderstood, and other people feel it is not important. Other people think without it you cannot survive. Now, this is what we just want to discuss, and we keep discussing. So, mentorship in ministry, mentorship in life, mentorship in career, mentorship in finances, mentorship in every aspect of life, marriage, relationships. And the person we have today is somebody that can speak to you in different fields. He wears a hat that has multiple feathers. So he can speak to you on the relationship front. He can speak to you on career front. He can speak to you as a businessman. He can speak to you as a man, and he can speak to you as a minister. He doesn't want to agree, Sha, but I didn't tell him I was. He's not. He's, he's a man with an assignment. Every man with an assignment is man in ministry, and it is good to see you, sir. It is good to see you. Well, okay, yes. I just
Thank
wanted to
you.
be sure that we had other people. Okay, so we have somebody, Timothy James. Good evening. Fantastic. Good evening, Timothy. It's good to see you. Right. So we have our guest today. His name is I Moses. The I Moses. You know what? There's an article. There's a definite article. The I Moses. That one. Yes, and it's good to have you. If we were seated in a hall now where everybody is, I will ask everybody with a shout of joy and a standing ovation to start clapping, clap for I Moses. Thank you so much for being here. It's good to have
Thank you
you.
so much. Thank
Good to
you.
have you. So I'd like you to, in your own words, introduce yourself, and let's meet you. Let's know who you are, what you do, and things like
Okay.
that.
All right. Just thank you so much for having me. It's such a privilege. When you reached out, I was like, this little me like this. But I'm happy to be here, honestly. And
Thank you.
just like you introduced me, my name is I Moses. best belief most people don't know the meaning of the I. Some say it's 11 Moses.
You think it's
All right.
11 business?
Yes. All right. So my name is actually Innocent Stephanus Moses. All right. I'm just one person who doesn't hide experiences, who doesn't hide knowledge. The basic thing I do is whatever I learn and has worked for me, I share so that either somebody can learn a lesson or can avoid making mistake or can be able to fasten his or her own life. So basically, that's what I do. I share my thoughts, things that I know that have actually helped me, and I challenge conventional things. I challenge things that we have grown up to meet, those things that our parent, our grandparent has passed down to us that might not be working in this generation, that changes have affected them. So I challenge them. I go back and think about them. Is this actually true? So yes, yeah, I'm an accountant. I'm a professional accountant. So to say, let me add that so that you know that
Of
I'm
course.
not a small boy. I'm a
Yes.
chartered accountant, a
Fantastic.
professional
Fantastic.
accountant. So
Mm.
thank you so much, and I
Thank
believe
you
we're going
so
to be
much.
having a wonderful conversation.
Of course. Of course. I thank God you said chartered accountant. So first of all, let's get things correct. He's not 11 Moses. He's I Moses, and then he's the chartered accountant. He's a professional. We already spoke about ministry.
And I'm a husband to one wife. I'm
Yes,
married.
the husband to one wife.
Blessed.
He's married to blessing. Thank you so much. One day we'll invite couples to this our series. But then that will be it
Beautiful.
just happened. I just said it. All right. So maybe we'll look forward to that. So
Yeah.
there's something you said. You see, let's
Yes.
start this way.
Okay.
Challenging existing status quo was something you just mentioned right now. You know,
Yeah.
I have one of my classes that I have had with some of my people. I have we have
Mm.
we were talking about people being able to challenge status quo. And what I discovered was we are humans. We are meant to be humans. And if you follow science or how animals are named, they said humans are now, we were at one point uh, Homo habilis, we were at one point Homo erectus, where we are now, we are Homo sapiens. So
Okay.
in my study, right, I now began to check Homo sapiens. What does it mean? So Homo is man. So habilis is the handyman. So the man that
Yeah.
uses hands to do stuff, uses stone. So maybe that time. Then erectus, the man that started standing straight. Then the third level, Homo sapiens, which all of us are. Homo sapiens is man that is wise. So sapien is actually wise. So you is just wise man. That's all.
Mm.
So I was thinking, if Homo sapien is wise man, what is wise? So I went to check. Simple. In the dictionary definition,
Yeah.
it's prudence. So you are prudent or you are astute. Prudent, astute. So I now
Yeah.
checked astute definition. I may not get it word for word, but it's like you being able to study your environment and then you study your environment, people and environment, and make them work to your advantage. So you are studying your environment and the humans, and you are
Yeah.
making them work to your advantage. So for you to be qualified to be called a Homo sapien, it means you are able to study your environment and make them work to your environment. So if you are not observing, asking questions, if they are not working to your advantage, I don't want to enter another topic now. So if they're not
Please.
working, if you're not working to your advantage, you should question them. So
Yeah.
if I sit down and be like, okay, that's what everybody is doing, and it seemed not to be working again, and I'm not going back to question and ask, I am not qualified to be called a Homo sapien.
Exactly. Exactly.
You get, so I'm not calling anybody's name. I'm using myself as an example. So if I fail, if I miss one of the characteristics of a thing, I am not qualified to be called that thing. So
That thing. Yeah.
if I'm not, if I say, if I don't question the things, I'm not qualified to be called a Homo sapien.
Ex-
So I should
exactly.
probably go back and be called Homo erectus because I stand straight. So we're not talking about monkeys or something like that. That should be
Yeah.
the class that I should find myself, right?
That's true.
So these are the things. This kind of thought process is what made us to start thinking and be like, okay, no, we need to start talking about mentorship. We need to start talking about
Exactly.
so many things. I've said this. This is how I looked at it. The
Mm.
Igbo apprenticeship system has proven to be one of the most
Effective. That's true. That's true.
effective ways of growing people. And then you now decided you were going to school. Why is it that our education system did not think it wise?
Okay. And the educational system is not even training you to become independent person. They are training you to become an employee to their own organization. So check most people that have schools or whatever. They have other organizations. They tell you go to school, graduate, and get a job, and you stay there. So even when you get a job, they don't even tell you how to even progress in your job. They limit you. There was one CEO that said, "I'm paying my staff not for them to be rich, but for them to afford their daily basics need, the basic need." You can imagine. So the school system is not developing because the owners that control the whole system, they are not willing to tell you the truth. So that's why they said, go to school, learn, become an accountant, and just come and work for them because they have an organization that they need employees there. While the Igbo apprenticeship system, they say, come, let me train you to become independent. Two different. So the normal school will say, come, let me train you so they're going to go and work for somebody. While the Igbo apprenticeship will tell you, come, let me train you. That is what we even call true mentorship. Let me tell you my experience. Let me share my weaknesses. Let me share my failures so that you don't fail, so that you can easily become the boss of yourself and you can also do the same to other people.
Which is mentorship.
That's it.
In fact, this is a clear definition of mentorship. Somebody comes and then they said, okay, they are mentoring you in this business, and then
Yeah.
you are looking at the person that used selling of spare parts to build houses in his hometown and build houses in the city where he's living,
Yeah.
train his children in school, send them abroad to school, and then they
Exactly.
are living comfortably, at least at that level. You are always beholding that kind of thing. You will become it as you
Yeah.
behold you like we behold like in a glass, like in a mirror. As you are
Yeah.
beholding, you become that thing that you are seeing, and then they are growing you. That's why you will see them very smart financially, business wise. They are doing very well. Another person that decides that he's going to school, feels he becomes so proud that he doesn't want to learn again, assumes that the moment he's done with school, he doesn't have to undergo any other form of learning again. He feels he's cooked and baked. And
Yeah.
it is bad. It is bad. How did we start this conversation today? All right, this is fine. This is fine. But then that's what we're talking about: apprenticeship,
Yes.
mentorship. Now, so, but I would like to hear your own thoughts, right? Maybe one day, I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe one day we'll have a guest that doesn't believe in mentorship. But on your own end, what's your take on the concept of mentorship generally?
All right. And just to explain it or to give it a background, I would say mentorship is sharing your experience to guide someone else to make progress or to arrive at that position that you yourself have arrived. So basically, mentorship simply means okay, this is where I am. I am a business owner. I have achieved a level of success. Now, my responsibility is to put a hand for somebody that is under me and I should be able to help him. So, for example, if I spend 20 years to arrive at this particular level of success, the person that I'm going to mentor my idea should be that I should be able to help him to arrive at a level that I am, or even more than my level, without having to spend the number of years that I've spent. So I would say mentorship is it has to do with somebody that has walked the way and has succeeded, and he now turns to show someone else the way. Get these three things. You
Yes.
have walked the way,
Mm-hmm.
you have succeeded, and now you have turned back to show someone else the way. So basically, that's the concept of mentorship. That's why it's even these three things. It's a bit, that's from my own perspective. That is why it's kind of different from coaching. Coaching, I could just come and tell you, okay, I can know it off head. I might not do it. We have football coaches that have never played football.
Yes. Yes.
And they just understand the principle, the formation, what you need, and everything. All they come do is they come give you tactics and everything, and they disappear. They expect you to just go and run the football and do it. But mentorship is somebody that has experience. So that is why if people, let's say, like, okay, a footballer that is, okay, for example, Alonso, for example, he was a footballer and now a coach. He doesn't just teach you football. He would speak to you about injuries. He will speak to you about disappointment. He will speak to you about the times that your coach might not find you as a favorite player to play. So he's going to teach you a lot of things around football. He's not only coaching you, he can extend his coaching to being your mentor as an upcoming footballer. So basically, mentorship is sharing your own experience so that somebody that is coming after you can be able to succeed, or can be able to have reasons to say, okay, I am not failing. It is just the process. All right, what do I need to do to avoid making mistakes? The principles I need. Basically, share your experience so that somebody that is coming behind you should be able to what? Make it better, or even avoid some mistakes in life. And this is one thing that is missing a lot. It's missing. A lot of people just go out, they just take life anyhow, no direction, nobody to show them the way. They try this, try that, and every other thing. So which is a problem. And that is why conversations like this, it's good to be able to address these issues and open the eyes of people to understand this concept of mentorship and then
Yeah.
mentee relationship, which can become better. And that's this one thing that is missing in our generation, honestly. Is something that is missing.
Okay, so you think mentorship is missing in our generation, right?
A lot of it. A lot of it. Is that it's missing. And even people that are saying, even people that are saying they have mentors, it's not even, somebody will tell you I have a mentor, but bro, you don't even have his contacts. That is a mentor from afar. You're just learning his life from afar. Even though there is the style of mentorship like that, but it's not as effective as when you have contact. And even people that have contact with their mentors, they don't even know how to utilize it.
Oh
So
wow.
mentorship is missing.
Okay, so you have touched on a couple of things, and we'll come back to it. We've spoken about people not being able to utilize mentorship like that. You
Yes.
also spoke about contact. You do
Yeah.
one of our guests, Solomon, he said, "Does your mentor know that he's your mentor,
Mentor.
or he's just your mentor? You are the one
Mentor.
calling him your mentor, something like
That's
that."
true.
So, but there is something you said. One of the criteria that you mentioned profoundly is that the person has walked the path, the
Exactly.
person has succeeded.
Yes.
Right. So these are two things, two out of the three you mentioned. Now,
Yeah.
there are people that have not succeeded so much in a particular field. For instance, you are a chartered accountant.
Yes.
There are there is somebody that is probably is uh, is also a chartered accountant, and you've followed him, you've listened to him, you have gotten to this point right now. You have bigger dreams, right? He probably also had bigger dreams on his own, but he stopped at just being, not just, he stopped at being a chartered accountant.
Yes.
Now, he might not have succeeded in doing the higher things. However, every success is laced with failures. Is laced with failures. I think a good mentor should have failed well also. He
Sure.
should have failed in some other things that he did, should have failed in in business or something. Because there is no way, actually, there's no way you will succeed at anything without failing.
Without faith.
Yes. I think it was Dr. Miles that said it. He said the pathway to success is painted with so much failures. It's painted with
Yeah.
a lot of failures. And it's true. So there's difference between a coach and a
And
mentor.
a mentor.
A coach probably has not done it, but a coach probably has mental knowledge. But a
Exactly.
mentor holds your hand because he has the experience. There is something I've heard people talk about role models.
Yeah.
Role models. Is there any difference between them?
Yeah, I think more of, for my own, I think role model is more of like just somebody that inspires you from afar. I could have a role model in different fields. Okay, when I look at this person, he inspires me. Or I want to become like him. While
Mhm.
mentor doesn't necessarily mean you want to become like the person exactly.
Okay.
So the way I am, I'm a professional, like a professional accountant. So I may have a mentor in the medical field. So he
Mhm.
has worked the part of being a professional. He understood the professional sector and whatever it is. So I have a lot to learn from him. Not necessarily I will end up becoming a medical doctor. But when it comes to role model, it's more, I won't say copy and paste, but you're trying to become exactly like the person. So it's different. It's different from mentorship. Mentorship, like we said, is share your experience, help somebody to become the best part of themselves, not to become like you. That is the mistake some people also make when they when they want to have somebody mentor them. They want to replicate the life of the person. Like, okay, because I'm an accountant now, if I want to mentor somebody, the person who now wants to become an accountant, which means he's living his own purpose. So role model is more of like you're modeling the person. He goes this way, you follow. He does this, you follow. He reads this, you also read. But mentorship, I should be able to see somebody and say, okay, you are a medical person, but I can teach you. I have succeeded in my professional life. I have done this, I have done that. So this is the way you should follow and you will succeed. You don't necessarily need to become like me. And there's one thing that you mentioned earlier. I think you started talking about it and I think you left it or something, talking about failing or something. Let me just
Yes.
say it.
Yes.
The fact
Yes.
that you fail, that does not mean you cannot mentor other people. Because
Fantastic.
yes, because from your experience, that's why we earlier said you share your experience. So you can share your failure. From your failure, your mentee can be able to pick what not to do. I don't know how we come about my account discussion. Sha. I didn't even
Mm.
plan to use it as
It's fine. It's fine.
a
Yes.
yeah. But when I was writing my professional exams, I think at the professional level, there was a course I feel auditing. I wrote it the first time. It was the only course I had to write twice. I failed the first one. When I was to write the second time, I had to get somebody that have written it already. So it's not that I don't know what I was to write. Even the format will make you fail. If you don't even know how to write the format and you will fail, no matter how knowledgeable you are. If you didn't put the report in that format, you're gonna fail. And that was one thing that affected me. I scored 1200.
Wow.
So the second time I was able to be successful. Now
Yes.
I failed it. Even before I wrote the second one, there were people that also came around. I was like, Omo, how are we going to scale through this ICANN examination? From my experience of failure, I was able to share this is what I did and I failed though. Don't be like me. I didn't
Mm,
attend lecture. I didn't have anybody
mm,
to tell me anything. I studied on my own and I went and fumbled in auditing.
mm.
Don't do it independently. Get somebody that have done it. Let him tell you one or two experience and you're fine. So you can fail from your experience, you can share it, and then somebody can avoid making that same mistake that you have done.
Truly, truly. Personally, I have made mistakes in some things. Okay, one thing that I can quickly usually use as failure, I have, when you start come into the crypto space, you
Yes.
will lose money. crypto, forex, they are very, very similar. You will lose a whole lot of money. And then I will, because of the things that I've done and 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 failed. Somebody's laughing at you. In that terms, they say independent man get 12 over 100. No problem. That's fine. So so the fact that I failed and I made mistakes and I lost some money, I'll see people that come and then they want to learn. It took me so number of years to learn this. You just came 1 month ago. I know that there are some things that no matter how I tell you, you still do them. And it's not only about the experiences I've had, it's also the experiences I've had teaching other people. I have taught people in hundreds and in thousands, actually,
Yeah.
right now. So I've taught people in thousands. So I know that no matter what I say, you will not hear. So I already know. So the moment you come and then I'm telling you, okay, see, don't do this. Okay, don't download this. Use this. Don't do this. Do this. I already know. So and then you see some of them, they're just coming, they will come to you and then rush and say, there's something I saw. I want to show you this. And they don't know you've seen all things like that so many times. You already know. So your experience is meant to shorten their journey, but they are insistent on trying to elongate their journey. So the fact that you have failed, in fact, this one is a message to other people. The fact that you
Yeah.
have failed before does not disqualify you from pouring into somebody else.
Exactly.
If you see the number of failures that people have, the people that you are looking up to, even on a daily basis,
Yeah.
again, that's
And
another talk.
so before we even go forward, there was somebody
Yes.
I heard him say something. He said the first person to teach you how to live a married life is somebody that is divorced.
Honestly,
He said he said the person has all the bad experiences. He knows
yeah,
what can crash in marriage. So he can easily tell you that these are things that you must not do, if not your marriage will crash.
exactly. Both people that their marriages have crashed and those that are doing very well, they know what to
Yes,
tell you. So don't despise
that's
anybody's knowledge. Anybody's knowledge.
yeah,
So I want to assume with our conversation so far, I want to assume you have a mentor.
yeah, yeah.
You're on your own end. How did you pick the person to become your mentor? How did you know that this person should be my mentor?
Okay, number one, I looked at experience. Okay, no, first, myself. I checked what I need as a person, the kind of person I need to mentor me. Where am I going as an individual? What are my values? What are my key values that I cannot negotiate? So,
Mhm.
first, you have to tell yourself the truth. What are those things about yourself that you cannot renegotiate? Because if you're meeting a mentor, trust me, he will have influence on you. So, if you make a mistake and submit to a mentor that does whatever, you will end up learning from him. So, I have to ask myself, what are those things that made I Moses who he is? And where am I going? What are the things that I need from a person? What am I even going to go and learn? Why do I even need the mentor? So it starts with you as a person. So I have to check myself. What are those things that I need? Where am I going? What are my ambitions? What are my values? What is my purpose? That's number one. So if you are thinking of getting through to have access to a mentor, you must have to tell yourself the truth. You must have to discover yourself as an individual, where you're going, the aim of whatever you're going to do. Then number two, you check the person's experience. That was one thing I also check. This person that I'm going to, that I want him to become my mentor, is he experienced in the things that I want to do? So very important. I checked his experience. Does he have the quality of becoming my mentor? Because if you go to somebody that does not have the experience to mentor you, trust me, you're going to get yourself confused. So experience is one thing that I checked when I was looking for a mentor. What is his experience? And then number three, his willingness to share.
Mm,
His willingness to share. You know, there are people that
yeah.
are so private with their life that they don't want to share anything. In fact, okay, let me tell you how it even happened. So it was divine. I went to his place and I was like, my aim of going there was actually to really speak to him about him mentoring me personally and overseeing my life. If he sees anything I'm doing wrongly, he can call me and say, drop this, don't do this. Some people look at us and think we post whatever we want. We don't post whatever we want to.
Of course, of course.
There are people that will call and say, you see that thing that you have post, I remove it.
Straight, and you would remove it without thinking twice.
You will. You
Yes.
will. You will. So when I went to his place, we were having a conversation. Even before I even said what brought me to his place, he said, so and I Moses, look at me the way I'm looking at my mentor.
Oh wow. Oh
So
wow.
so you could see the open, how open
Mhm.
he is. He said, look
Mhm.
at my life, like this is my life. Look at it. So you have to check how open the person is. You can't just go and say a person is your mentor. You want somebody to mentor you who will not even share his experience, because we have laid the foundation earlier that a mentor is one who shares his experience. So if a
Yeah.
person is so private with his life, I'm not talking about posting on social media or coming to social media and share. No, I'm talking about people, somebody that can allow you access, not you to be familiar so that familiarity will not set in. No, I'm talking about somebody that can allow you access to his life, to his failures, to his experience, so that you can be able to learn. So that is another thing that I have to check. Is this person open for the mentorship? Is he ready to share his experience, to share his successes, to share his failure, so that I can also what learn from it, which is also very, very important. So those are the key things I actually look at when choosing a mentor. And availability. Now, availability, which I also talk about together with access. Steve Harvey cannot indirectly, will I say, mentor me. You know Steve Harvey.
Yes.
Exactly. So I listen to him so much. On my YouTube rap last year I was surprised to see him as his YouTube channel as my top channel. So
Oh,
he
nice.
cannot actually be my direct no mentor, because how can I even start getting close to Steve Hardy
Mm-hmm.
the way I
Mm-hmm.
am? He could
Where?
do a program I could attend online. He could do a group mentorship, whatever it is, but the relationship is not close. So another way to also choose a mentor, which I also consider, is can I have a personal access to this person? Forget it. No matter how they do a group mentorship, it's more or less sharing general knowledge for everybody. But at the end of the day, there is peculiarity about me. If, for instance, me and Mr. Leo are to have the same mentor, if we're going to have a session, the three of us with the mentor, no matter what he tells us, it will apply to us differently,
Of
because
course.
because Mr. Leo has his own perspective of life, and I also have my own. So at the end of the day, mentorship draws down to personality. It draws down to this one-on-one something. So no matter what it is, I also check: can I have access to this man? Can I have a private conversation with him? Because trust me, if Mr. Leo is beside me, there are things I will not say.
Of course.
Yeah, I might not be vulnerable for some things. I might just generalize some things. So another thing you need to check, or another thing I check before choosing my mentor, is the fact that I can have a one-on-one access with him. Not always, but when it truly matters. My mentor, I don't call him always. We can spend a month, we have not spoken. Yeah, he's not my friend. So I'm not calling.
Of course. It's true. Your mentor is not your friend. Some mentors can be very simple. Like I have a mentor like that. My mentor is not. He's not overly strict. He's very humble, very down to earth. In fact, you go somewhere and then he will introduce you as my friend.
Friend.
And then you say, "This is my friend."
Yeah.
However, wherever conversations come up, and then somebody said, "Your friend," I say, "No, no, no, no. He's not my friend. I can never mistake him to be my friend. He's not my friend." And I think these things you listed are very profound. You need to have access to your mentor. Is he available? Is he willing to share? Does he have the experience? And then one thing that keeps coming up in every episode is that, do your values align?
Very
Do your
important.
values align? This thing you are saying, there is somebody. This was not with me. I was with my mentor, and he's mentoring other people. He mentors many people. So, but some people are closer than others. So we're just there. I think we're having a conversation about something. And then we saw another person that he was mentoring posting a picture on Facebook. He just picked out his phone. First of all,
Yeah.
he was like, what's going, what is that? What's that? What's that? He just stopped, picked up his phone, called the person. I was there. He said,
Yeah.
that picture on Facebook. No, he didn't call the person directly. He didn't post. It's not his mentee directly that posted the picture. It was somebody that posted the picture that the mentee was inside.
Okay.
You understand? This is how even dicey it is. So
Yeah.
he called the guy and said, call that person and tell the person to pull down the picture, or the person should
Picture.
post only themselves and not put you in that picture. That was all. And that was it. So now you can be making mouth. I'm an adult. It's my life? Is my social media? Is my account? Is my data? Is it yada yada yada? No questions asked. It's like obey before, what did they obey before
Yeah.
complain? Went, pulled down the picture, and the truth is that picture was not supposed to go up as at that time that it went up.
You can see.
So there's and then but because he's the mentor, he will know. He will know. And that, so this brings me to one aspect. Are there times that your mentor has told you to, this thing when you were younger, when we were
Yeah.
younger, they will ask you to go to a shop and buy something, and when you buy the thing and something happens, they tell you to return it. You don't want to return it. It's
You don't want to.
embarrassing. you know
You don't want to.
so has your
Yeah.
mentor ever told you to go back on something, or correct, or told you you wanted to do something and you felt that was okay, and you decided, you no, not you decided, you felt that was okay, you did it, or you wanted to do it, but then you brought it to him and he told you no? Has your mentor ever told you no before?
A lot of times. And I think I missed saying this when I was talking about and how to choose a mentor criteria you need
Yeah.
to check. Do you have respect for the person? Do you trust his judgment? So this is
Mm,
one thing that you have to trust the judgment of your mentor. Because
oh,
if you don't have respect for him, trust me, the mentorship whole thing will not happen.
mm-hmm,
My
mm-hmm.
mentor, it's not that I can't tell him no, but I will have to allow him land, and I only bring what I think as a suggestion. So
Exactly.
there are a lot of times that my mentor tells me that, okay, you know what, don't do this. In fact, if it is that type, is easier than the one that you have done and you tell you go back on it.
Yes.
And
Ah,
this because like that is why I'm saying that. Sorry, I have to talk about this.
yeah,
That
go
is the
ahead.
same thing when we talk about choosing a husband as a wife.
Hmm.
Don't choose anyhow.
I told you he will talk about relationship. No, Allah, we have entered.
Don't
Fine,
choose
shoot, shoot,
anyhow.
shoot.
If you
Yes.
choose properly, if you don't choose properly, this guy will affect your life negatively. So it's just
Mm-hmm.
the same thing as a mentor. Nobody forces you. Nobody will force you to choose a mentor or to accept mentorship. So before you accept, you should be sure of the values of this mentor. And you should be sure, another thing is, you should be sure that this person will not get intimidated by your growth.
Of course.
Because once he begins to get intimidated by your growth, you can pick a good decision and he'll tell you it's a wrong decision. So even before, you don't just run and just say mentorship, mentorship. Is this person sincere enough? So my mentor have told me no on a lot of things. There are things that I have started and you say go back on it. So don't do it. And sometimes I don't even ask him why. I say yes, sir. And I go
Simple.
back and I stop it because I trust this person's judgment. There has never been a sign that he's been intimidated by my growth, or he's been intimidated by how people receive me, or whatever it is. And which is one of the things that you need to check. So, sir, my mentor has told me no. Don't choose any mentor that you cannot accept no from him. It should be. Don't accept anybody that will mentor you if you cannot accept that person's judgment and you say, yes, sir, thank you so much. I'll go back on what I've done, or I'm not going to do this. Even if
And
you're sure of what you want to do,
mm,
present an undoubt on
beyond
present
reasonable
evidence.
doubt. Yes.
beyond reasonable doubt that this thing will actually work. Because it's a
Mhm.
conversation, like I said, access. So you must have access to your partner, your mentor. So if he says no on certain things that you are sure is going to work, have a conversation, respectful conversation with him. And a
Mm.
good mentor will also see your perspective sometimes and allows you to go ahead to do the things. So yes, my mentor have told me no uncountable times.
Awesome, awesome. There's another thing, yeah. And
Yeah.
it's I this one I am the one that I tell my mentees. I
Mm,
said I may not know everything. Not I
yes.
may. I don't know everything. I'm not omniscient. I'm not God. There are things that you discover that you want to do.
Mm,
There are things that you discover that genuinely in your heart of hearts, you are sure that this thing is going to work. Maybe God told you
yeah.
to do it. But from my experience, I think it may not work. If you are very sure and you are honest in your heart, you can be honestly wrong. You can be genuinely honest and wrong.
Yes.
But it's fine. If you feel you are very honest and you feel that is the thing that you should do, go ahead and do it. Now, this is my method. I'll tell them, go ahead and do it. However, if it fails, don't feel bad to come back to me. When you come back to me, I will not tell you I told you so.
Yeah.
This is the promise I made to them. Because as a mentor, I will not rob you of your right to make mistakes.
And to have your own experience.
Exactly. Your mentor does not eliminate your experience. Your mentor makes your experience easier. He
Good.
doesn't eliminate your effort. He makes your own experience easier. So I won't tell you I told you so. Go ahead. If it works, then me and you have now figured out another way that the thing is going to work.
Exactly.
So as mentors also, I think it is okay to allow people to make some mistakes. If they insist, let them make the mistakes and then they should do it. Because I have seen instances also where mentors don't mentor people from where the mentees are. They mentor you from where they themselves are. I am, let's say I'm a billionaire and then I have a real estate company. I can afford to invest or rent an office space in a certain location. I can afford to spend this amount of money on marketing. I can afford to spend this kind of money to pay consultants. But you are just starting real estate now. I cannot give you the same advice to spend that kind of money and get your office in that particular location. Your mentor tailors your guidance. He tailors. There's something Mr. Anthony said in his session. He said mentorship is a structured dispensing of knowledge.
Yeah.
So a structured dispensing so that you can you are able to, he knows your current location and he gives you the advice bespoke. He gives you bespoke instructions for your particular
For your
level.
own level. Yeah.
Yes. So mentors also, please don't mentor people from your level. Mentor them from their level, and then
Sure.
it will work. Now you said something about as a mentor, pick a mentor that will not be threatened by your growth. Pick a mentor that will be excited and happy that you you are achieving the things that you're achieving. He's even happy. They said parents are
Yeah.
very happy to see that their children do better than them. That's how mentorship should be. Now, with that, now talking about that particular thing, a mentor
Yes.
should not be threatened by his mentor in his mentee's growth. If you as a mentor discover that you thought that your values aligned with this mentor, but it's looking like um he's not working again, or he's looking like he's not giving you his best, or he's hoarding stuff, or he's not giving you the best advice, how do you handle that kind of situation? Do you dissociate? Do you ghost him? What do you do?
Okay, and okay, let me share personally. I can tell you for free that if today I call my mentor and said, "Thank you for the," I think me and him have been for like 13 years now. So if I
Wow.
call him today and I tell him, "Thank you for these 13 years that we have been closely together," and at this point of my life, I think I'm taking a different dimension, which I will need a different person to guide me. Trust me, he's not going to get angry. So it's a good quality of a mentor. And I want to say this, maybe off from our discussion, whatever, which will help other people. We can disagree without fighting.
Exactly.
Me and you can stop being friends and we
Exactly.
are not enemies. It's not blue or black, like it's not white or black.
Mm-hmm.
That I am not associating with you does not make me your enemy. So if today I found out that my mentor is being threatened by my growth, or he's not like consciously doing that, which means he's consciously doing, I
Mm-hmm.
could decide to take a leave. But if he's unconsciously doing it, then I could have a conversation with him. And it cannot be a direct conversation like I'm trying to correct him or change what he does. I will try my best to, number one, learn the things that he's not saying, but he's doing for himself. This is the
Mm-hmm.
mistake some people make. They will always wait for their mentors to always say something before they learn something.
You
Let
learn
me
by
tell you something.
observation.
You learn by observation. So just give me access. If you give me access, don't speak.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just see what you do. Don't talk to me. Just go and do what you're doing. I will learn. So the moment I observe that a mentor is hoarding knowledge or he's hoarding his experience, it's intentionally, consciously, because some of them might do it unconsciously. They didn't know what they are doing, and they might unconsciously be hoarding some stuff from you. But if they are consciously doing it, it means they are being threatened by your growth, or they don't want the relationship anymore. And let me tell you something, it's going to be difficult for a mentor to be intimidated by your growth, or to hurt some things from you if he's also benefiting from you. I don't know whether the conversation will lead us to that.
It has led us. We have entered already. let's let's tear this thing. Yes.
Because if I'm your benefit,
Exactly. It's a relationship.
it's a relationship. So if your mentor is benefiting from you, trust me, he's not going to hurt anything. And that level of being intimidated by your growth or whatever it is, it will not come to play unless he has a problem.
He's a demonic mentor.
He was mentor. So yes, any mentor that you find out that maybe he's holding some knowledge from you or experience, trust me, check what you are doing as a mentee. There may be problem. It's either you're trying to overstep or you're not even coming with value. And this is one thing that is missing. A lot of people just want to come and take without being valuable. I'm in Lagos now. When I came, there's a guy, sorry. He's my mentee now. And let me tell you, he came with value, up and down.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't negotiate that he becomes my mentee. And I don't hide anything from this guy.
Mm.
I share everything with him. And my aim is to see him grow. Even before I came, this guy started saying, when am I coming to Lagos? Have I gotten a house? What can he do? He started sending agent numbers, started looking for houses for me. Even when I got a house, I said, I'm going to hire a professional guys to come and watch. He said, what? What is he doing? He got some guys. They came, watched the house, did everything. The guy was going. I was like, what's my bill? He said, bill for what?
Mm. Service.
Service. He was like, okay, how far? What do you need? What can we? And if I type a message on WhatsApp, this guy will respond. If I tell him this night, I need this, he's leaving wherever he is to come. So those kind of people, I cannot dare hide stuff from them, because I know as they progress, I'm also going to progress. So if a mentor is holding some information from you, or he's holding knowledge or experience from you, please check yourself as a mentee. What are you also doing? So mentee can stress you, Jesus Christ.
Ah, they will stress you.
They will
Mhm.
stress you. They will call you virtually for everything. Awkward hours. You are sleeping, they are calling. Oh, he knows I don't like calls, so he doesn't call me. He said it was happening. I hate calls. Like, tell me you are going to call me, then call me.
But the truth is, if you can actually send it as a message, why are you calling?
Calling me. My WhatsApp is on, and my data is on. I don't off.
Let's not enter that one, Sha. Just
All
study
right.
your mentor and know how. There are people that are asking two very important questions in
Yes.
the comments. I'll bring the questions
Okay.
up, but I think we can use those two questions to discuss. But
All right.
adding to what you said, there is a there is somebody, there is a lady, and she will not know. No matter how I say this, she will not know. She's she's she'll call you, she calls me mentor. But lately, myself, I have not been liberal with giving her information or instructions, because I noticed that now waiting dey her mind, she go do last last. So at the end, I just felt, "Ah, this person, I'm wasting my time with her. So no voila. I'll do when she comes and then she pushes, I will say something. But if it's just not,
Mm.
in fact, I don't mind. Let's just have conversation. If we can gist about Arsenal and Man City, we'll gist about Arsenal and get out. Because I don't think I will be saying, I will keep talking and wasting the stuff that I have. Because, sir, let's not lie, we buy books, we read books, we pay for
Of course.
conferences, we pay
Of
for
course.
access, we pay for access to people, and we have learned so many things over the years. So sometimes when I keep quiet and I don't say anything, it's not because I don't have anything to say. It's because I feel my thoughts are expensive. I can't just be throwing it out to anybody. How did I get here? Okay, so before we touch these questions, right? Before
Yeah.
we touch these questions, has there been any person that has come to you for mentorship, or you started like he's your mentee, and then you decided you are not doing again? It's not the mentee that decided. You decided
Yes.
you are not doing again. Why? What happened, and what happened in that scenario?
Lack of respect.
Okay,
Yes.
familiarity
And the person,
or
yes, familiarity. The
okay.
person wanted to turn me to his friend.
Oh, okay.
When you're going with it, the Gen Zs might not like this, the younger people, whatever. Some people might
Mm,
not like this. People, but if you are to take somebody as your mentor, he's not your friend. I don't play with my mentor like they play is top to bottom, not bottom to top.
exactly.
I give you an
He can choose
example,
to play
my,
with you.
and I'll play with him.
Uh-huh.
But if he doesn't play, I don't play. My mentor can say how far, and I'll say fine, sir.
Mm-hmm.
He said how far. Me, I'm saying fine, sir. But some people will say how far. Say what's up now?
Oh God.
Or they'll be the or they'll even be the ones to start playing with you irresponsible. So this guy
Mm.
wanted to tell me to his friend. He talks to me anyhow. He says whatever he feels like say. He even argues. Like he argued. You but you said I should teach you this thing. You said I should show you the road.
So
So
why
why are
you
you
arguing?
arguing?
Why?
Then go if you know the road. Don't stress me. Don't stress me. So I had one mentee like this and I eased off. So when I was like, fine, good. And one thing with me is I come straight and I'll tell you that okay, you see, this thing is not working. I won't be able to do this to you because this. I will show you pop and clear. I don't care what you feel. I don't care what you feel. So I will tell you that okay, this our whole thing is not working. We're two different persons. This and this is not you like it this way. I don't like it this way. So I think if we're going to continue doing this thing, I may end up wasting my time and wasting your own time. So the best thing is for us to stop this particular mentee mentor relationship because it is not flowing. And one of the things that actually kills mentorship is that issue of familiarity because you have access to somebody, you now disregard them, you feel you're now equal, you feel you stop respecting them. So that's one thing that actually made me to just relieve the person and say, fine, we can't do this thing. Because if I can't lead you, there's no aim of the mentor-mentee relationship. So yeah.
Yes. Sure. I just hope that people are listening, and some people are lucky to have mentors that will tell them. Others, your mentor will just cut you off completely.
Mm,
I noticed something also. There are
yeah.
people that will go and meet their mentors, but 70% of the time you are the one talking. Okay, I'm not saying don't talk. If he wants to have a conversation with you or just talk and gist. At least he knows you're growing. He knows when you are speaking, he knows that, okay, this guy is becoming better. But why are you the one? Why are you talking more than him? Why can't you listen? I will talk about this on a separate day, right? But then let's start with the question that is in the comments on Facebook. This comment is from Facebook.
Okay.
His name is Edward. Edward, I don't want to call the middle name. I'll just call you Edward Casina. Say, why does it seem like everyone doing well in a community becomes everyone's mentor? And is that how young people should choose a mentor? Okay, that's
Okay.
that's the question.
Do you know why this thing is happening?
Why?
Um, Everybody wants, will I say, let me just use this word, a fizzy. Who
Mhm.
is the happening guy?
Yes.
Who, who is the rich guy around? Who is who has the large social media following? Who
Yeah.
sabi swag? All those stuffs, all those stuff. So that's why I found out that everyone. So let me just read. He said, why does it seem like everyone doing well in the community becomes everyone's mentor? People just like people that are successful. So everybody wants to identify with you as a mentor, which is actually wrong. Just like the way we established earlier, you don't need only the successful people to mentor you. Uh, let me give this example. The problem with the definition of success is because we narrowed it down to finances. Somebody can be having a good social life, good relationship, a marriage life. Other areas of his life might be working so well. But if that finances is not pronounced, like it's not evident that much, people
Mm.
tend to disregard that person and turn him unsuccessful.
He
But
has to be
whereas this
driving with
person is
him. Yes.
exactly,
But the guy is doing well financially. It's just that he's not. Maybe he's not extravagant. He's not.
exactly.
Yes.
And you don't see, and that's the mistake every young person, most young people do. They just look for, who is this happening guy? You don't need those happening guys. Trust me, some of these happening guys, they cannot even share their experience in your reach. So it's a mistake that is not correct. This statement, we should be able to change it. Every young person that is listening, please, you don't need the most successful guy in the community to be your mentor. You see that uncle that can be sincere with you and call you and tell you this is how to go about life. When I was 21 years, I was busy going for party, and while my friends are going to study. Please don't do that, because if you do it, it will limit your growth. When you wake up and say you want to start doing good, your friends and equals have gone far. Don't do that. He's a mentor to you.
Exactly.
That one that can be able to show you his car. You open his chest and say, "You see this? I got divorced because I was not paying attention to my wife. I was cheating. I was doing this." Don't do this when you get married. And he's willing to show you. You don't need a successful person in terms of money or influential in the community to be able to become your own mentor. Those kind of people don't even have time for you. Trust me, 99% of people that say they have mentors, they don't have mentors, because
Mm-hmm.
they only call them from afar, like, this one is my mentor, or you don't even have access.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You don't even have access to him. You're just seeing, Mr. Leo is stylish. He knows how to speak good English. When you know where he's at his suit in a conference and he's speaking and all of that, then you start calling him mentor. But does he even know that he's your mentor? Just like he said earlier.
Does your mentor
So
know that?
please, young people, all of us, please don't just go for the influential guy in the community.
Yes, your father. There's something you said it too. Your uncle can be your mentor. Your father can be a mentor. Your father lived a successful life. He's doing well. He's. I heard this thing recently. Who was saying it? Not every man of God has a church.
Exactly.
Not every man of God has a church, which means uh people are actually very good, but you people like glamour. That's why everybody now. But there is something we also said. Let's not relegate that to the background. We said that we want uh people that have succeeded in something. The reason why people are gravitating towards people that have succeeded, or the people that are look like they're doing well in the community, is because everybody wants somebody that has succeeded to mentor them. That's the thing. So
Yeah.
you don't blame the people that are gravitating towards somebody that has succeeded in something. So it's fine. It's fine to do that. However, there's something that was in this episode, and it was mentioned in other episodes also, that check value system. You mentioned it here. Check your value system. Check your accessibility. Check the willingness of the person to dispense. Check all that. Check all that. If you find all of that in somebody that it looks like he's famous or is known, it's fine. That's you. Be with the person. If you check all that and is there, and then you think there is no accessibility to the person, check. There's something Mr. Tony said in his session. He said when you're speaking to his mentor, he said there is community mentor, there is state mentor, there's regional mentor, there's national mentor, there's international mentor, that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
when you grow to a certain point, assuming you start with a community mentor, that community mentor will be when you get to a point, because you have what you want to achieve with that mentor, you have written it down. When you get to that point, the mentor himself will introduce you to his mentor to say, take, let me introduce you to this person. It means you have grown. So it's not anybody it's not, and please, it's not everybody that has social media following that will be your mentor. A lot of these people are just, I will not enter that one today. But yet, it's with, if I don't discuss this with you, who will I discuss this with? People just see people with large social media following and they just assume that this person should be your mentor.
Yeah.
Let me not mention names, but there are people that are making the very wrong decisions. The fame does not equal sense.
It does not at
Fame
all.
does not equal sense. Fame does not equal.
The people with the largest following are not the people that have sense.
Exactly. There are people that, oh my God, if you hear, okay, my mentor's mentor is not a social media person. That man can talk for 6 hours straight, and then somebody asks a very good question, but we'll get back to it. The question is from TikTok. I'm saying this so I don't forget. When he can speak with you for 6 hours and you will not leave that place. The guy is so sound. Not the guy, the man. Let me not say guy. The man is so sound. Looking very smallish, and you will not even know. So it's not about the glamorous lifestyle, right? And then some people should not mentor you. Truly, some people should not mentor you. Okay, I want to take the TikTok question before I'll go to Ijudai. There is a question by Ijudai on Facebook, but then, and I remember that we were talking about this. We had this conversation before we started this live, before we came live to other people. We were talking
Yeah.
about it. Relationship between a male mentor and a female mentee.
Yeah.
Right? The question here is there a limitation to the relationship between a male mentee and a female mentor? A male mentee, okay, and a female mentor. Now, either ways, whether male mentee, female mentor, or female mentee, male mentor, a lot of people take advantage of such abuse these relationships. Okay, no, I wasn't supposed to bring this message. Yes, abuse these relationships. How are we able to navigate? The question is there limitation? I don't think there is a limitation. I think a female can be a mentor to a male. A male can be a mentor to a female. I want to say that there are boundaries, not limitations. There are
Exactly.
boundaries. But I think it will be better. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying it's usually better for a male to mentor a male. I'm just saying. I just feel it is easier. However, I'm not saying it doesn't work. There are people that in their offices, their 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 bosses are females, and the boss is his mentor. Because she has succeeded in that career line, I think she's done. So I think there should be boundaries, because I've seen male mentors start asking their mentees out. Male mentors start making some very funny advances towards that. Sir, what do you are a
Okay.
more you are a more seasoned relationship and this talk in this talk. So
When when it comes to that kind of relationship, that's a female mentee and a male mentor. It's remember we spoke about values.
yes,
So
values
what
exactly.
whatever that we're going to talk about mentor and mentee relationship, we must have to also go back to that qualities that is there. So he must have this value of integrity, which is very, very important. So if you're having a mentor that is of the opposite sex, or you're a mentor having a mentee of the opposite sex, the only thing you need is structure. I'm not saying you're a bad guy. I'm not saying you're a bad woman. But excuse me,
Exactly.
sir. What is she looking
Structure.
for? 9 p.m. in your house. I don't have a wife. What is your mentee of the opposite sex looking for in your house? Why is she coming to cook for you? Why having a lengthy conversation with her in your house? What happened to an open air environment, to a
Mhm.
restaurant, to an open place where there are people and you can talk?
Mhm.
So that's the structure that you must be able to put. If you are coaching any person or a person of the opposite sex, please put a structure. See, you're a good guy, you're a good lady, but almost things can happen if you
Yeah.
allow yourself in environments that are
Mhm.
not that won't restrict you from some things. Things can happen. You can get carried away a lot, and then that's why we said don't be too close with your mentee. There should be boundaries, just like Mr. Leo has stated. And
Mhm.
my advice to anybody that is mentoring the person of the opposite sex, better a mentor or a mentee, please let there be a strict boundary. Stuff like don't call him late night. Whenever you're going to have a conversation physically, do it in an open place where there are people. There are some deep personal things that you shouldn't discuss with the mentor that is of the opposite sex. There are things that you shouldn't discuss with, most especially things that that trigger intimacy, things that can some there are some things that you should not confide in him or in her.
Mhm.
Let it just be strictly that mentorship. Don't start your personal life. But if you're okay, for example, now imagine your mentee, a lady, and she starts discussing her reproductive challenges or whatever
What
emotional stuff that
what do I know about that?
you get.
You know?
So it can trigger some things. But if it is to a female mentor, she could be able to be open because they understand each other on that level and every other. So just like Mr. Leo said, there should be boundaries. Don't discuss some things with your mentor that is of the opposite sex. There should be boundaries. Don't go to his house and be cooking for him. Put a boundary. Let there be, structure. We're going to do this at this time. Don't do this at this moment. That is should be the standard of mentorship. So it's okay. You can have a mentor that is of the opposite sex, but preferably if you can have the one that you guys okay, male, it works perfectly. At least it's more secure. But if not, it's okay for you to have a mentor of the opposite sex. And for example, now, if the person is married, what happened to his wife? Yeah, you might say his wife is not knowledgeable or whatever. It's not his wife you're looking for. Then you must come through his wife. If not, you're looking for something else. Now I'm speaking to the mentee. If your mentor is a married person, you must. So that's why sometimes I don't answer some. I hardly take some counseling from ladies. If it's a general question, I could just answer you and pass. But if I think you want to continue the conversation, I'll tell you that the best person to talk to is short girl. So when I asked my wife, this person wants to do this. Are you willing to answer the person? If she's willing, I connect them and I ease myself out.
Okay, that's nice.
Before my wife see me replying chat by 9 p.m. or 10, and she'll like, who is that dude? Yeah, so it can happen. It's okay. But let there be boundaries, let there be strict structure.
Yeah, very strict structure. Yes, and just a follow up for the
Yeah.
person on TikTok, I think the name is User Pro. How frequent can a mentee see and have conversation with your mentor in situation like that? Okay, there is no specific number of times you can see a mentor. Sometimes when you start, you see your mentor frequently, but as you grow, you see your mentor less and less. That's why we hear you see your mentor sometimes once in a month, once in 2 months, but there is constant check here and there, and then you're doing all that. So I think we'll leave that question here. There's one question that every week, every session, somebody must ask, but I will take that one last. Every
Okay.
session. So this one says, how does a mentor benefit from from his mentee, and how will you know that your mentor is benefiting from you? How does a mentor benefit from his mentee, and how will you know that your mentor is benefiting from you? This is Ijudai.
Okay. There was something you said, even though it was not pronounced earlier on. You talked about not knowing everything. So even your mentor does not know everything.
Mm-hmm.
There are some things that I'm good at. When I share with my mentor, he will like, wow, so this thing exists.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not coming with empty head. I carry something home. So and I also and I also
uh,
so I also look at what is that thing that my mentor also needs. He doesn't have it all. I might be tech savvy. My mentor is not. So when I'm coming to him, I'm coming with that skill to also make his life better. I'll tell you that, sir, you know what to do. If you do this on Facebook, you do this. This is how your Facebook will be. You're like, wow. So is that it? He's also benefiting. I don't want to even start talking about volunteer. I want to show you how directly you can affect the life of your mentor. So check the life of your mentor. What is that his pain point? No matter how rich he is, no matter what he has, there is a pain point. There is
mhm.
something that you can add to your mentor. It must not have to be money. You can add knowledge to your mentor. Don't you know? You can add knowledge to your mentor. You can open him up to something, sir. This is what is happening. This so you yourself, if you are knowledgeable, your mentor will benefit also from your knowledge. Number two, volunteer. If your mentor is doing anything, please try to volunteer.
Serve.
Service.
Service.
Service is very important. It opens doors. Service. Don't wait for him. You can serve with your hands. You can serve him with your money. You can serve him with your time. There are a lot of things that you can be able to serve your mentor with. Your mentor is doing birthday. It's as if you don't care. Even see, let me shock you people. You will think they don't observe. They do. No matter how busy they are,
Yeah,
or no
they
matter
do.
how many people reach out, they do observe.
Mm-hmm.
Holidays, you don't even see. The only thing you remember is when you want to ask questions or you want to collect something. I was in the office today. I just picked my phone. I saw a 1,000 naira enter. What is in my phone? Like what is on the airtime I had? I don't want to talk, but that one is insignificant. But when it entered and the person said, just to celebrate you, sir. I saw the message on WhatsApp, just to celebrate you, sir. I was happy. Honestly, that 1,000 didn't like, shake up. But I was happy. So you have a lot to give your. In fact, one thing that I also forgot to say earlier when I'm talking about choosing a mentor, please, if you don't also have anything to offer to him, don't go. It's a relationship. And
Ah,
relationship is exchange of
this
value.
guy, this guy is breaking this table. If you don't have anything to offer to your mentor, don't go.
Don't go.
But don't you
It's a
feel that's
relationship.
a little bit harsh?
It's not harsh, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
What is difficult in sending, thank you so much for what you do. I just pray you have a good day today. God bless you, sir. You're coming with something. It's a prayer. Is and do you know one thing? He might be in his weakest point that time, but that simple, thoughtful message
Mm-hmm.
can uplift his spirit. And you say, this is the person. So you have something to offer. The problem when we talk about something to offer, we always feel as if you must come with something big. Sir, you must don't you it doesn't have to be big.
Doesn't
When
have.
I had a lot of crises recently, some of my mentees were the one that encouraged me the most just by crafting message. It's
You
enough.
know, it's a lot. It's a lot. A lot of people don't know because what they are doing is they are coming with the mentality to take. Okay, if you're on TikTok and you want to see I Moses' face, we're live on Facebook and YouTube. YouTube, my name, Jim Rona Leonard. Yeah, YouTube and Facebook, you see his face there.
Okay.
Some people don't know, don't worry. I'm just telling them. Okay, this question. So please, in case the anything happens to the TikTok, like we're still live here. And truly, we a lot of people come with the mentality to take, and they're not offering anything. I've said this thing before. One of the easiest ways to
Yes.
get from your mentor is service. Every person has something. Your mentor is working towards something. Everybody wants to achieve something at every point in their life. If you can discover the thing and help solve the problem, if you can help solve the problem, you will know. You will know if you are valuable. You will know if you are
Exactly.
useful because your mentor will be using you for stuff. If he's not using you for anything, you are not useful.
Exactly.
So this
And then
thing, man,
people said, don't use me.
yeah, you say,
They are
see,
using you.
I said this in our first session. Uh,
Yes.
I think it was Solomon that said that if you are not being used, you are useless.
You are useless.
Yes, and somebody, okay. There's this. I attended School of Ministry, and they were telling
Yes.
us that you will serve to a point that people will be telling you they are using you until they start telling you that they are using you, but you've not started serving well.
You have
Because
not started.
if we discuss stuff, how will you be entrusted with more? They said the reward for good work is more work.
More work.
The reward for good work is more work.
More work.
So
Yes.
how will you know that you're useful? So you should be able to give more. You should be able to. It's a relationship exchange. That's how you know you are you are doing something. You are giving something. Some people want to come. You want to learn music production. You want to learn music production. Oh, you just want to come to the studio, and then if they tell you to sweep, you don't want to sweep. They should buy food for you. You can't come and clean the stuff. You are not coming. You self, you are not even growing on your own. You're not looking like things are changing for Haba. I will be tired. I will be tired. So it is proper. It is proper that you are able to offer something in return, right? Prayer.
And Mr.
Yes.
Leo,
Yes, sir.
I think you're trying to be soft with this year.
I'm being, I'm being nice.
it's not it's
I'm being
not you should
politically
be proper.
correct. Yes.
It's not you should be proper. You
Mm.
should come with something. It's just
Yes.
like it's we say it's a relationship. And relationship, the both parties must benefit. It's just like a guy asking a lady out and you tell her that me, I don't have anything to offer. Oh. You're the only one that you get. So you see, just come with you have it. The problem, Sir Leo, is because they are thinking that they don't have. That's the problem. Some people just like finish themselves even before anybody finishes them.
Mhm.
You have something. If you're watching this, I want to tell you that you have something that your mentor can benefit from. The fact
Mhm.
that he's up there, that does not mean he cannot benefit from you.
He needs something.
Let me tell you how little I've gone. Uh, there was one of my mentors. I think he got a promotion in his job or something. We got a new job. That time, now 2K I put for envelope. 2K,
Mm.
2,000 naira.
2000.
I gave him. I said, this is just to congratulate you for getting it. 2K. Up to today, this guy calls me like he's the person calling me. So you have something. Okay, you think if you give your mentor 1K, he will tell you no. He's too small, he will insult you. I have one. Okay, because I didn't have his account number, I didn't know how to get. So I
Mm.
had to find a way to politely ask him. Do you know what he told me? He said, what you want to give me will not mean so much to me. I appreciate it. Use it for yourself. But that thing that you want to unlock between us, I have unlocked it.
He has seen
That was
your
what he
heart.
told
He
me.
has seen your willingness to give. Did you, sir? Did you remember? I think he said, "Get me venison." He said, "Get me venison so that I can eat and bless you." There is
That's
something
it.
that is provoked when you give
Exactly.
something. Now we're not saying give money. I gave this illustration in one of our sessions. I said,
Yes.
me, let me not even go far. I didn't mention it that time. I have seen my see, this is not anybody. I have seen my mentor leave his house in the morning, go to his own mentor and said, "Today I'm driving you. Tell your driver to sit." These are people that have money that he can buy car for his mentor. But that day he said, "What I am doing is that I am driving you all through the day." You
Same.
see, this is service. This is somebody will be like, "Oh, my mentor, I can build a website. Sir, let me build a website for you." Uh, there are people that came. Me, when I met Mentor Sam, the first thing I did for him was I created a slide presentation. He was going to do something. And I said, I will do the PowerPoint presentation for you. He was going to do something. I said, let me design the flyer for you. Then that's how it is. I designed the flyer. He didn't even ask me. He just saw that I did it. Gradually, he wants to teach in a meeting. I'd be like, okay, let me teach. Let me do that. You are a little bit busy. Let me do that. He just comes. You are not useless. You are filling in one
Exactly.
gap or the other. He will carry the time. Solomon in our first session said he will come to his mentor's house and wash his car. He will wash his car that day. See, this person that is washing his car, he has a car. He will drive his car to his mentor's house, park his car,
To come and
wash his
wash car.
mentor's car. Yes, and wash. Somebody washes his car.
You can see.
So there is always something you can offer. There's always something you can offer, sir. Man of God, hey, we have two powerful questions, and but then we will still touch some of them. We will still touch some of them.
Okay.
And there's something you said we'll talk about mentorship with Gen Zs, but it's like we will not touch it
Yes.
today. We may not be able to touch it today. So let's just touch this question. We've not answered this question. It's a very impactful. I have two questions. This is the
Okay.
question I said every session somebody asks. Every
Yeah.
session somebody will ask, can one mentor handle every area of your life, or do you need different mentors for different things? Does mentorship require physical presence, or someone can mentor you from a distance? These are the two questions that the person asks. So, can one mentor handle every area of your life, or do you need different mentors for different things? Does mentorship require physical presence, or can someone mentor you from a
I'll
distance?
tell you from a distance. Okay. So the first question: Can one person mentor you in all areas of your life? And there is one thing I believe in. Maybe you might have heard me talk about so much. Is wholesome success. Wholesome success, which means all areas of your life can work for good. Like you
Yes.
don't need to give the devil tithe of any area of your life. Maybe you'll be successful in everything, and then your health will be having
Yes.
issues,
Yes.
or
Yes.
everything will be successful and your marriage will be having issues. You can
Mhm.
have wholesome success because that's the original plan of God, that we should have wholesome success. Everything in our lives should work at the end of the day. So when it comes to mentorship, I could say, just like I'll still go back to our earlier discussion where we talked about
Mm.
sharing his own experiences. Now, the truth is, you as a mentee, that's why I say you should be able to define me as your mentor. I can be able to do as far as I can go. And you, as a mentee, you should be able to know where you want to get to. So it's not wrong to have multiple mentors. If your mentor is, will I say, specialized in a particular stuff, or he is limited to a particular level, don't limit yourself because of your mentor. You should be able to have other mentors that can guide you in other areas. So if your mentor doesn't have it all, or he cannot be able to, there are some people when you come around them, there are part of their life they don't want to share. So no, some people, no matter what you do, they will never tell you anything about their marriage. Go up and down. They will tell you all other things, but when it comes to their marriage, they are having a good marriage, but they will never share. So if you stay with that kind of mentor, that means you don't have a mentor that will tutor you when it has to do with what? Marriage, which means can be a limitation to you as a person. So if you have a limitation with your mentor, or there are areas that you envision for yourself to get to, and your mentor is not really sound in that area, or he might not even have interest to say stuff or share his experience in those areas, you can also get another one. So I don't think a mentor should have a problem because his mentee has another mentor somewhere. So I don't think it's wrong for you to have 2, 3 mentors that you can be. It's not the issue of spiritual father.
No, you see, I was waiting for Siva. The spirit is one. I was waiting for you to finish because this
Yes,
issue of having a spiritual father and having a mentor, this thing's coming
yes,
to play. But I really don't want us to digress. Now, about this thing, there are people that I have seen because they have multiple mentors, they are now confused.
yes.
They are now confused as to I've seen people with 10 mentors.
No, now.
You get the idea. So the fact
Yes,
that we're saying somebody can help you in one area and another person is helping you in one area does not mean you should go and gather 20, 10 mentors. No. I think you
no,
can
it's not
have
possible.
some people call these things differently, different places. Some people call it discipler.
Yes, yes.
Usually, but I like something Mr. Tony said in one of the sessions, and I want to merge what two people said and what you said, because what
Mm,
you said with our last guest, Mr. Fred, his name is Fred Obole. Fred said that he has somebody that is guiding him when it comes to ministry. He
mm,
has somebody that is guiding him when it comes to business. He has
yeah.
somebody that is guiding him when it comes to life, like life generally. Not
Mm,
because not because he's the person guiding him in ministry, Apostle Michael Orokpo, not because he's not a good leader or not because
yes,
he doesn't have financial knowledge. However, he knows what he wants from this particular person and he's
yeah,
sticking to it. I can bet you if you have multiple mentors and then you are becoming confused, get one mentor for life. Listen, get one mentor for life and get other people as coaches,
yeah,
right? So that you can, but some people have the ability to separate these functions in their head. They'll be like, anything, anything that is coming and then is relating to this, I'm not discussing with you. Is this person I'm going to? Because if you carry this same thing you are working on with this mentor, go and give it to another person, he can give you a contrary advice to this thing, and then you are now stuck in the middle, right? So you should be able to separate. If you're going to be confused, there's no need. You can have a number of coaches, but if you can have somebody that is good with a life, can be a life coach or a mentor to you, that's fine. Because one of our guests said that when he was picking his mentor, he looked for somebody that had 70 to 80% of the thing he was looking for. 70 to 80. He didn't rush. So when he got that person, it was easy for him. The only thing that he wanted to outsource and get somewhere, it's his ministry. Is that's where we will now say spiritual father or something like that.
Yeah.
So that was what happened. So that's what he did. So I think this, just you pick the one that you can, you want to use, and then let's see the one that works for you. Somebody said, does mentorship require physical presence, or can someone mentor you from a distance? Okay, so let's say this, yeah. You that is listening to us now, we are not seated in the same place.
Yeah.
What is going to help mentorship from a distance is that you are honest.
Exactly.
If you are honest, mentorship from a distance can work. You guys are, there's structure to it now, and then when you meet, you guys
Yes.
will talk. So you can talk virtually, right?
That access that we're talking about.
Exactly. That you have, when you have, yes, when you have access, you can talk virtually, and then you will know exactly how to go about it, right? Uh, okay. Okay. Let me see. Oh, this, I thank you, sir. This comments that is up now, and the Yakubu is somebody I respect so much, and he was a teacher in my secondary school. He taught me in secondary school. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. At least I'm not disappointing them. You say good work, so you see, I'm not disappointing them. Okay, so
You were well mentored.
yeah, so I chose a mentor. I chose a mentor some last year. Okay, I approached her asking if she would be able to mentor me. She agreed. I accepted my request. To my surprise, she didn't seem interested in talking a formal relationship with me, but her character has impacted my life even. Okay, let me see if okay, let me see. Her character has impacted my life even though she didn't mentor me. But the question is that, should I quit and find another person that is willing to take a mentee mentor relationship? How do I go about it? Should I read
Okay.
it again?
No, I think I got the question.
All right.
The If I get it right, as she made an effort to get a mentor, and then the person did not really open up to her.
Yeah. The person didn't
Okay.
didn't have formal conversation with her, but she
Yes.
picked out from the character of the
Picked
person,
from
and
the
then the
character
person
of the
has
person.
impacted. She learnt by observation.
Yes, that's another form of mentorship. Like I said, there must be one quality of choosing a mentor. The person must be willing to mentor you. If the person is not
Exactly.
willing to mentor you, just like the way you did, it was a wise one. At least she gave you a little bit of access and you're able to learn by observation. But here is another check. What have you done on your own path that will maybe make the mentor
Not
to be
want a
interested?
formal, yes.
Yes. So maybe you could also check what you have done on your own part, the confidence you're able to give the mentor. The truth is, let me just say this, and I don't know whether Mr. Leo will agree to it, but if he can decide to disagree. One thing with accepting mentees is, even the mentor is looking at the mentee, call it before accept.
Which one is that? That's the sir. You were not in one of my sessions. I said that the moment you send me a message about that kind of thing, I check. Oh, I will check you everywhere. I will check your socials. In fact, I can go ahead to check your friends. If there's anybody I know, I will ask about you. You can't come and waste my time. If you are the one that
You
is
can.
snapping pictures, showing bomb bomb up and down, that's what. Where do you? I need you to. I've said this thing before so many times. I need you to have the requisite knowledge that I will build on. You need knowledge to understand knowledge. If you want us to
Exactly.
build something, at least bring the land. At
That's
least. That's what we are saying. Yes, sir.
uh
Continue. Because mentors,
so,
we look at you before we pick you. My
exactly.
mentor will pick me because I'll be valuable to his life. Or I'm willing, I have shown that I can do that. We're not saying that you didn't do any, we're not saying that in your own case. Yes.
What I want to talk about is, do you know why I went that direction?
Mhm.
Because the mentor that she might be talking about is not here.
Yes.
So whatever we might say might be useless.
Yes.
So that's why I'm now giving the mentor's dimension, and I'm now talking from her own dimension, she that she's here, which might benefit
Mhm.
her. Maybe not necessarily to this mentor, but moving forward when she wants to come closer to other mentors. So if the person was not interested in coaching you personally or taking a formal relationship with you. It's fine. Thank God you have learned from their life, which means you are a good person that learns faster. So check yourself. What can you do more so that your mentor can also have interest in choosing you? If your mentor is a social media type, how well do you relate with them on social media? Maybe by responding to some of their posts, by sharing their posts, by engaging with them, so that they will notice you also. The point is sometimes you need to make these mentors to notice you. There are people now today, me like this, if I want them to mentor me, it's just to send a message. They one way or the other, they had idea of my name or something. One way or the other, they have seen me in their comment section. There's one guy I'm trying to get connected to, as for him to let me just not really necessary to mentor me, but let me just have a close contact to learn some of the things he knows. Bro, I'm under his comment section, commenting intelligently.
Yes, now.
So that the day that I send him a DM, he was like, it's like I saw this name somewhere.
Exactly. You are renting a space in his mind and he doesn't even know. He doesn't know.
Exactly.
When he goes to your page on social media, what will he see? Will he see you as a person of value? Or,
Definitely.
you know?
Yeah. So as a mentee, also prepare yourself when you want to meet your mentor. So even if they don't give you formal access, learn what you can be able to learn by observation, and then look for the person that will give you that access. Please, it's okay. You can look for the person, because without access, there's no mentorship. Without access, there's no mentorship. So look for the
Mm,
person that will give you access if you really, really and truly, truly need a mentor. So the fact that we're having this conversation, let me just say this also, that does not mean immediately we have this conversation, you go and start looking for a mentor, helter skelter. You must also have a pathway, something that your mentor can build on, just like Mr. Leo said. Let there be a land so that your mentor can help you build on it. Don't just go say, mentor me, mentor me. If a person comes to me and say, mentor me, I don't even respond. What do you even want me to mentor you about? Mentor me, mentor me. What if you should also have the land where you want to go to, so that your mentor
yes.
can.
Sir, we're going to take two last questions. Anybody that sends a question after this, we may not respond to it because
All
this
right.
is the longest session we have had. And I
Oh,
knew it.
wow.
I foresaw it. I knew that we're going to. I am not tired. In fact, I am very cool. But then it's not fair on you. So
Me?
yes,
No,
it's not
let's
fair on
just
you.
we'll end it because we have to end it. Because if it is really like this,
Okay. So this question said,
yeah.
"Sir, when I read successful people's work or books, listen
Mm.
to their tips or videos, can I safely call them my mentor?"
Ooh. Okay. I won't say you can call them your mentor, but it's a form of mentorship. Because at the end of the day, before you actually establish that mentor, there must be access that they can talk to you directly, personalized information. So whatever you are reading there in their book is a general knowledge that they are sharing, possibly to the whole world.
Can you
So
ask them
it can
questions from their book?
exactly. You can ask them questions from their book, and whatever
Mhm.
you are reading from their book is left for you to interpret it. I we can, myself and Mr. Leo can read the same book, and we can have different interpretations
Yes.
based
Two
on
different.
maybe our situation or what we are going through. We can read a finance book. Mr. Leo can just be seeing it as the normal thing, but me, I'm seeing it as a pathway for me because I'm still yet to make more money, while he has already made. He has already made so much money. You can so you can't safely call them your mentor, but yes, they are directing you through their books, but they are not your mentors.
Yeah.
Mentorship should have this access that we're talking about. It must be
Mm,
established.
yeah.
But they
So
can teach you, they can train you, you can learn.
we can say they are somewhat of role models, and then they
Yes.
can, yeah. Okay, so it's good. We that are talking to you now, the name is Big Jod. Okay, so Big Jod, we read books a lot. I learned so much from reading books and listening to late Dr. Miles Monroe.
Mm,
Same thing with I Moses. But then
yeah.
we have never met him. Right? We are not even sure if we had written him a letter or an email, he would reply to us. We don't know, but we
Mm,
have learned so much from it. However,
yeah.
we picked somebody that we as we said, if you met us along the way, you have to listen to the entire session. We mentioned
Mm,
access. We mentioned that there are people that are very close to you that you can start with and still read other people's books until that one comes. This is the last one we are taking today. If all this one is a response or contribution to something we said, if
yeah.
all mentors are always particular about the past life of the mentee, what if the person has has a not so good past, but talking okay, but taking an intentional step by wanting someone he hopes to be like today, taking an intentional step, right? What if the person has not lived a not so good life? Okay, so I will say this, yeah. From what we discussed, myself and he's going to add also.
Yeah.
Let me give my illustration. What we are going to do with you, what your mentor is going to do with you as a mentee, is we want to build a structure. We want to build an edifice. We want to build a castle. We want to build a beautiful building with you, right? Your in your past, what you've been doing is scattering buildings. Your job has been to demolish, 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 demolish. So you now felt, okay, I need to start afresh. I need to start afresh. I need to start building a better life now. So you now decided, let me come to I am Moses and see. I am Moses now comes. He doesn't really know you that much, but he now decides, okay, let me check. Let me do some background check about this person. And one of the easiest ways to see and know about a person right now is to go to their socials. One of the first ways we do, like the instance I gave, I go to your socials. And those things that you think you want to leave behind, they are still there, showing that this is what you represent. No. How am I sure that you have decided to leave those? We want to build an edifice, but we require that at least bring a land, a bare land. Let's all start at a neutral ground. Of everybody has a past, and everybody can change. In fact, everybody can change. In fact, I don't. So you see, there's something life will teach you, sir. Life has taught me that we should be able to discern some things.
Yeah.
Some people that are looking or seem to be very bad, it's not because they want to be bad. It's usually because the devil attacks people that have the like or they have the likelihood to become very great. So he puts
Sure.
so much attack on them, especially if their lives are connected with other people. So if he cripples you, he will cripple many other people. Sometimes it's the attack on their life that is just so much. So we cannot judge you based on your past. We are judging you based on what we are seeing now about you. When you come, what is your disposition? Did you come and you are honest? Are you honest? Are you honest and being okay? This was my life, or this is what happened. Now I have seen you. This is the reason why I want to do this. And when we start, we see that you are making effort to grow. Everybody will decide to mentor you. But every mentor, the first thing he will do, he will want to know your level. You cannot put an address on Google Map that you are going somewhere without the map asking you your location or where you want to start the journey from. You need to know where you are to be able to know the destination that you want to get to. So if you don't know where you are, if the person doesn't check and know where you are, it will not work. So your past life doesn't matter. What matters now is what you have decided to do with your life. If I've decided to change my life, honestly, I will go back and check the things that I'm posting and check that everything is done. And let's see that, okay, I'm doing better. You see this thing about social media, we think it's a joke, right? We think it's a joke. Now you are seeing people being arrested because of the things that they are posting, and they think it's cruise. Now you are seeing people losing out on visas, people losing out of businesses that they have built by themselves, but something they posted 2013 is scattering it. So let me give you just this one. It happened. There's a
Yeah.
deal that was supposed to go to somebody, a
Yeah.
business deal, and then the person that was supposed to do the deal failed, couldn't deliver. I think there was something else that came up, so that person couldn't do it. In the office, this lady now said, sir, she was with the boss, sir, this is somebody,
Mm.
I know somebody that can do this. This person can do this for us. This is her. And the person said, okay, let's check her on social media. Let's check. Sir, when they went,
Mm.
coincidentally, the girl was live on Instagram.
You can imagine.
Coincidentally, she was live on Instagram. Usually, sir, I can tell you, usually the girl is very decent. She doesn't do
Yeah.
anyhow on social media.
Mm.
That day, that day, she was doing anyhow. She wasn't properly dressed. She wasn't doing. The moment the man saw, the moment the boss saw this, he said, "No, we can't work with
He
this."
said, no.
She didn't know that somebody was selling her somewhere to do a deal worth millions. That's how she lost the connection. That's how she lost it. So when we are saying your socials will be checked, it can be a reason why somebody refuses to mentor you. It can be a reason why somebody doesn't take you seriously, even if the person wants to mentor you. So we're not saying that's your problem, but then if you are deciding to take your life serious, decide to take it serious all the way. Sir, I can talk about this for long. So
All right. So when we talk about having a mentor that reminds you of your past or always dwells on your past, I'm not a prophet, but I will say this guy is a Christian who wants serious spiritual somebody that doesn't know what he's doing. If you can check now, somebody maybe in the church or somebody that is doing that, you please permission, leave him.
yeah.
Because you're going to a mentor to help you look forward, not look backward. If you can sort yourself out, you don't need a mentor then. So for the fact that you call the person a mentor or you want the person to mentor you, that person should be able to show you your future. So what we mentors do to our mentees is we even show them what they don't know about themselves. We even show them the
Mhm.
great potentials in them that they themselves cannot even see, not their
Exactly.
past.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people are and they go through what they go through because of circumstances that they couldn't even control. So just like Mr. Leo said, when you come and you are sincere, a mentor should not take you backward. A mentor should show you the future. A mentor should be able to tell you that the fact that you failed, that doesn't mean that's your end. It's a
Mm.
story that you need to carry so that you too one day will help somebody to overcome that mistake you have made.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a story, get out of here. Because everybody has a get out. You don't have anything
Exactly.
to tell us.
Everybody has a
Get out.
past.
Everybody has a past. Everybody has a story. Everybody has something that was once difficult for him. So why will a mentor now sit on the judgment seat and always remind you of your past and stop you from going forward? So if you are thinking of leaving that mentor, move.
Mm.
When you
Move.
see your mentor, when your mentor calls you, you should be motivated, not demoralized.
Exactly.
It's not your
Exactly.
mentor that should be telling you about your past. Okay, what does he want you to do? To go back to the past and edit? You can't. So
Mm-hmm.
your mentor should show you the future. Your mentor should show you the way forward. Your mentor should show you the greatness in you and not the mistakes you have made in the past and not the mistakes you have made the before. So you should be able to show you the after. That's just don't waste your time with that kind of person. You need someone better.
Thank you so much. I am very
Yes.
grateful. Everybody, please, if you are in the comment section, especially on Facebook, most of our comments are from Facebook. Just help me say a very big thank you to Mr. I Moses, the
Should I
chartered
drop my OP?
accountant.
I have OP. Should I
Yes, OP.
drop?
Yes, OP. Yes, OP. Somebody said ban. Yes, OP. Help me say a very big thank you to him. His name is I Moses on Facebook. He has, what's your
Mhm.
page? You have a page apart from your own personal account.
I Moses. That's the
Okay, the page
page.
is also I Moses' page. Okay, his personal account is Innocent. Yes,
Yes.
Innocent Moses. Abby.
Yeah.
Okay, so please follow him everywhere. He's a serious person. You will learn a lot. You will learn a lot about family. You will laugh. You will enjoy yourself. You like him. You will love that you followed him. Oh, Mr. Audi. Audi was my MC at my wedding. Yes, I just
Oh,
think that's him. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Moses. Thank you so much. We are
thank
really,
you.
really grateful. We are really grateful. Thank you. Thank you to your wife also for allowing uh for allowing you be here with us for almost 2 hours. 2 hours. This is the longest session we've had. Again, thank you so much. And we had good engagement. We want to thank everybody that's followed us also, and the people that have commented, that have asked questions, that have contributed. Thank you so much for being with us. Our next session hopefully is going to be on Tuesday. We have another session. We missed, yes, I want to apologize. We missed last week, Tuesday. So many things came up. Everything was set for us to start, but we couldn't just do it. So, but we'll do it. We'll have the session we missed with James Ogbaji. We'll have that session very soon. So, we're going to have another session on Tuesday, next week, Friday. We're going to be having these sessions Tuesdays, Fridays till the end of February. In fact, I'm beginning to sense that we may also have another session with some other people that we have already spoken with. Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Moses. And see you guys. If you want to watch this stream again, Facebook and YouTube. YouTube, it's going to be on YouTube. Unfiltered, not edited. You can still watch it. Thank you so much. God bless you, everybody. Thank you so much, Mr. Moses. See you soon. Wait. Somebody's typing a very long comment, but then we'll just read it and we'll not say anything about it.
Okay.
Yeah. He said there is this there's this case that ever happened where a mentor pretend to be an angel to his mentee. After a long run, the mentor happens to expose and threaten his mentee about some life secrets that was shared. So along the line, the mentor exposed him, and as a result of that, his mentee was traumatized. So case that this thing we have mentioned it, whether you listen to this session or you listen to the first session or you listen to the second, this is like the fifth or sixth episode. Everybody said the same thing. You need to pick a mentor that has the proper value system. Do your values align? Don't just pick anybody. Prayerfully pick a mentor. We've not said that. Prayerfully pick a mentor. This type of mentor is a demonic person now. He's not godly.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not
And
godly.
and there must be traces. That's why sometimes pick people that are proven. It's not
Yes,
everybody
now
that you just
track
pick.
record.
People, track records matters. Pick people. In fact, by your conversation with them, okay, this is it. Sorry, let me
We
let me
know
let me
we
say.
have we will let's continue.
All right, and notice this very well. When your mentor is discussing another mentee's issue with you,
You
run away. Run away.
run away. He's going to he's going to do the same thing. He's going to carry your matter outside.
He's going to carry your own and also discuss it. Let me say this, sir.
Say
And there was one of my mentor, me and my friend. We submitted together under this guy. Do you know what? My friend can get into trouble. He will tell our mentor, right? Me, I'll know the trouble, but my mentor would. He knows that we are very close with that, my friend, but he will never mention it. I can tell you, we have never discussed my friend with that. Oh my God. Is there I knew that this guy know and I person to follow. He has never discussed that my friend's challenge with me. And he knows that we're very close. Maybe sometimes he will like start discussing him or start saying this your friend's
mm,
issues. He has never done that. So one sign for you to know that your mentor get played things for mouth, he get running tongue, is when
yeah,
he begins to discuss other people with you, other mentees with you. Know that he's also discussing you with other people.
yeah. Mentors, we need to do better. Mentors need
Yeah,
to do better. And everybody listening, you're just a mentee now. You'll be a mentor. You'll be a mentor
one
to
day.
your children. You'll be a mentor to your younger ones. People are already even emulating your life without letting you know. That's how
Exactly.
funny it is. That's why you cannot.
Hmm?
We will continue saying this, and then me and I Moses can talk like this till. 12. So, but then we'll just stop for today. We have other sessions, and it's been an amazing time. So when I call you again, you will come. Maybe we will come and have, because I started thinking about it today. Maybe we will come and
Yeah,
then with other guests, maybe 10 of us or can come, all of us can come live at the same time and just trash. That day we're just going to be answering questions that people will have,
yeah,
maybe at the end of this series. Thank you. I am glad
it
I
makes
obeyed
sense.
God to do this thing. So thank you very
Yeah,
much, sir. Good night, everybody. See ya
thank
soon.
you.
Good night.